Hello, back again, the Newcomer, page 160. Dear Ava, I have found a reason and you are it. This journal will be found. This journal will be for a purpose. This journal will be yours. Please forgive the obscenities. Sometimes Daddy was really stupid. The swollen eyes opened and focused in on a brown thatched ceiling of a house in the Commons. The woman placed her hand to her forehead and removed the damp cloth that was lying there. She sat up to listen to the arguing voices coming from the next room. I just couldn't leave her there, said one pleading woman. Be still. We're not blaming you for bringing her here. We're just worried about the consequences, explained another. Now that she's recovered, offered another, we should send her back. What if we're caught? Asked the first voice. We just can't keep her here. Think of the prophecy. Why isn't that in the book? Asked the third voice. It is, came the booming voice of another and the slamming of a door. The newcomer's voice silenced the room. A cushion was found for her and a cup was set. She took a sip of tea with a nod of thanks. The room remained silent while the newcomer drank from her tea and then recited a passage from the prophecy. You are the baby's protectors, she said, explaining the words. This woman is with child. No one asked her how she knew this. One by one they rose and entered the room where the niece lay. She recognized the faces of Fedora and Chardonnay, whose house she was in, but the others she did not know. Rising from the bed as the woman knelt before her, she walked past them and out of the house. No bird chirped, no dog barked, no one noticed as the niece walked through the Commons and out the gate. Runners filed into the streets of the Commons and onto the runners' road. Women shook out rugs from the Women shook out rugs from their doorways. Daughters ran barefoot through the dusty streets, and traders worked their way from shop to shop. But no one had paid attention to the dirty and bloody High Queen, who walked right past them, encased in rays from the rising sun and the moon disappearing behind an orange sky. The sauna door opened and out stepped the niece. It steamed, had soothed her ravaged body, but still didn't do anything for her bruised face. Her computer buzzed, yanking her attention to its unanswered messages. Her intercom buzzed for the 10th time. She went over to the intercom, hitting the button that told her assistant that she was there but didn't want to communicate. Stephanie couldn't accept this sign for the 10th time, and the niece knew it. Her voice came over the intercom, overriding the last command. My queen, she said, according to procedure, you must respond. The niece knew that if she didn't answer, Coco would be sent in. She spoke to her assistant. I'm safe and wish not to be disturbed. I've been fighting a virus all morning. You could have said that before, my queen. Dr. Diana is here. She wants to meet with you. I bet she does. Excuse me, my queen? Send Dr. Diana to my chambers alone. I will let her in. The niece dressed quickly and filled the wine decanter. She poured herself another glass and one for Diana. No need letting the doctor know how many glasses I've had. Let her think that this is the common bit, she said, and drained the glass and poured herself another. She'd been thinking, smoking, and drinking all morning. What happened with Diana had clinched her decision about aiding Fedora. What could positive proof for her commoner's pitiful secret religion possibly bother the extreme superiority of the Holy Mother Matrix in the way? She filled the decanter again. The door buzzed and the niece opened it with her remote. Come in, Diana, she said to the woman who stood in the foyer. I've been waiting for you. You took your time getting here. I thought that coming here would be the first thing that you did today, or were you waiting for me to send for you? The doctor stood in the foyer, taking the blow with words. Waiting for further instruction, she stayed where she was with her hands inside of her lab coat pockets. Straight from the clinic, I see, coming to me under the guise of a doctor's visit. How quaint. You've been drinking, Diana said. Oh, yes, I've been drinking, but not nearly as much as you were last night, the niece retorted. Come in. Sit down. Come share a glass of the spirits of the white unicorn. Diana had prepared herself for a hurt and injured niece, a niece who had been devastated and afraid of her, not the niece that she was hearing now. Upon hearing the spider spit in her words, she decided to follow niece's lead. As she walked into the room, she started to remove her coat, but she was stopped by Lanice's venomous gaze. Do keep the coat on, my dear Dr. Matrix. I'll be needing an examination after our conversation. Of course, I'll call for Stephanie for protection, or I'd be needing Coco too. Diana said nothing as she sat down at the dinette. She picked up her glass, nodded towards Lanice, and gulped down its contents and poured another. She left that one on the table, while the effects of the glass cleared her hangover some. The woman sat in silence until Diana spoke. What will I be examining you for? That's okay. I accept your apology, was Lanice's response to the doctor's cold question. Touché, Diana replied, tipping her glass to Lanice before taking a sip.